So as I sit here in a parking lot at a doctor's office for the wife to get some blood tests done, I see that transporters are still rushing to hurry up and get dogs out. Now, before you say or try to accuse me of not being for the animals, I absolutely am, and will probably take more animals over people. The chances of you getting it, you are increasing by probably 1,000%. Florida, if you don't have a Florida license, they're going to turn you around. That's what I heard last night. Texas, they're going to quarantine you if you're coming out of Louisiana. They're going to quarantine you for 2 weeks. Florida's going to do the same thing. So are we really that greedy and trying to capitalize and make ourselves look great and, like you're a hero, that you transported all these dogs through a world pandemic that hopefully you don't bring the shit back to somebody else? I do love animals. I love animals probably more than most people that I'm around. But you have to draw the line, and you have to have a little bit of fucking common sense to understand that this virus out there is killing people. It's no longer going after people with health issues or people over the age of 60 and 70 years old or newborns. Now it's starting to kill perfectly healthy, good people because they won't stay the hell in their homes. They won't practice the social distancing that they've put out, and because they think they're untouchable. We got college kids going on spring breaks, licking toilet seats. These are supposed to be the educated ones that are going to be leading our country or having something to do with it in the future. I don't understand how people can take this as lightly as it is and then piss and moan because the numbers in the state of Louisiana are increasing some days by double. And yet you still run people out on the roads. You still ask people to go do shit for you. And you put them in harm's way. So now when they come back, the chances of them being infected, you just didn't give a shit, and you put them in harm's way by asking them to go. Yeah, if they still say yes, yeah, they did volunteer to go. Hopefully they've got enough sense to know what they're getting into. Most don't, because they're looking at the dollar bill. If you don't have enough respect for your drivers or the people that you're involved with, that you're sending out into these public gatherings, because when you pull off into a fuel stop, guess what? That's a public gathering. You really think there's less than 10 people there? Hell no. The amount of people that have touched those pumps, the amount of people that have just thrown trash away, used the bathrooms inside, the counter, the register, where you're paying for your food on the inside, how many people have touched your food. Now you get back in, and just because you don't have symptoms does not mean that you are not infected. For some reason people don't understand that. If you get infected, it's not a 100% guarantee you're going to show signs. You could just be a carrier. There's diseases out there that's exactly what people are. They're carriers. They don't get the symptoms. They don't get sick. They show nothing. Now you bring it back and you just infected whoever you talked to, you shook hands with, you used the bathroom before, you handed them whatever, shook their hands, whatever, sneezed on them by accident, coughed on them. Are we really that selfish and greedy nowadays and just trying to hurry up and earn that extra buck to, make ourselves look good? Like we're heroes and doing this throughout a world pandemic that thousands and tens of thousands of people are dropping like flies. I was glad to see that when we stopped transporting, I stopped transporting because my wife is a high-risk patient. Me personally, I would really feel like shit if I got infected didn't know it, brought it back, got her infected because it'd probably kill her. I don't understand why people think that they are immune to this shit. Nobody is immune. Nobody is untouchable with this. I hope you transporters, you transport groups, quit being so damn greedy and selfish, sending your people out there into infected areas, which is the entire country, that you just want to look good. Because right now, at this point in the game, that's all you're trying to do. You're going to claim that it's for the dogs, for the cats, for the horses, for whatever you're transporting, rabbits, birds, whatever. And when your driver gets back, here's my question to you. When your driver gets back and he comes down as being infected, he actually takes the COVID-19 test. The doctors, wherever he's at, says that he is tested positive. He now has COVID-19. Are you going to pay for that person's hospital? Hell no, you're not. At least have enough respect for your drivers not to send them out there. I don't give a damn if they volunteer for it or not. That's just crazy. That's crazy to think that some of these transport groups are just so gung-ho to make it, when all this is over, that all they're going to do is say, oh yeah, well, we transported through COVID-19. We had no problems. Yeah, well, you're one of the lucky ones. That's if it works out like that. They are expecting 100,000 people in the United States alone to die from this. That's what they're expecting. They're hoping that it doesn't happen like that, but that's the expectation with this virus. By the time they get a handle on it, get the vaccine out there, getting people tested, and getting them treated. But people can't do simple stuff as just to stay home. You can't do it. Then you wonder why that National Guard units are moving into certain places. They're moving in because you dumbasses can't stay at the house. Just stay there. That's why. That's the only reason they're going to pull in martial law. It's because people will not listen to the governors, to the mayors, to whoever. Well, on the way down here, we passed a boutique that is open. Why in the hell is a boutique an essential business? Ladies, hey, I like it when y'all get all dolled up and looking pretty and looking good. Is it really worth it for you to go out and get your damn hair done or your nails done just so you can look pretty at the house? Come on now. We need to start getting, have a little bit better sense about what's going on. A whole lot better awareness of what's going on. I see one that's heading to Florida right now that they had no clue that Florida was turning people around. How can you plan a transport and not know what the hell you're fixing to run into? That is piss poor planning. And now if your driver gets stuck, I guarantee you, you're not going to help him out. You're not going to be able to. So, here's the thing with this COVID-19 and people still wanting to go out here and run the streets and transport and do all that. Don't piss and moan when your drivers get quarantined. The dogs are going to get quarantined. And you can't move. Because I guarantee you, they're going to make it to where you can't move. One way or the other, they're going to make it to where you can't move. Let's start having a little bit better sense about ourselves. We're supposed to be the human race, which is the most educated, the most knowledgeable, the best species on the planet. We're supposed to be the ones that learn and, we can problem solve and all that. The only thing we're solving right now is to have this pandemic explode in the U.S., in our country, in the South, all over. So, if you really give a damn, keep your damn drivers at the house. Pretty sure the rescues are going to understand. If they get pissy about it, then you know what? Pardon my French, but fuck them too. They're in it for the money. Keep your people at home. keep them off the damn road and keep them safe, and at least act like you give a shit about your drivers or the people that are that normally transport for you. At least act like you give a shit. Because right now I've seen so many transports going out to different areas of the country, and there is absolutely no concern written in those posts about if they get stopped, what's going to happen to the dogs, what's going to happen to the people, what's going to happen when they come back infected, if they come back infected. There's no concern in them. It's just, yay, we got another dog out. Stay in your own damn hometown, take care of your dogs there, let the rescues wherever they're at, take care of the dogs in their areas, and all this stuff will get done, took care of, vaccinations will be done, and we can go back to saving more dogs. Because all these transporters are going out, if they die, you don't have them no more. Death is a pretty permanent thing. So, at least show respect to your drivers. If the rescues don't understand, then piss on them. The ones that I deal with, they understand. Have respect for your drivers. Whether they're paid or not, it doesn't matter. Because you can pay me $1 million, but if I get sick with it, what good's that $1 million going to do me? Not a damn bit of good when I'm sitting 6 foot under in a wooden box. So, have some respect for your people, because that's horse shit. Because you honestly don't. You honestly don't. I want to save every damn dog that's in my parish and the one that's right next to me. But you know what? It took me a long time to figure out that if I'm not healthy in my own physical and medical needs, how many more dogs am I going to be able to help? 0. And I'm sure there'll probably be people laugh about this. Oh, we're not going to get it. We don't do this. We don't do that. You don't know a fucking thing, because all you got to do is touch that pump handle and that virus is on there, and guess what? You're carrying it. As simple as that. So transporters, respect your drivers and your volunteers. Respect the fact that they have families too. Whether they're single or married, they've got families somewhere that is hoping that by the time all this is over, they're going to be okay. Quit putting them out in harm's way for your greed and your selfishness. So, and if that pisses you off, then oh well. I've never been one to be politically correct. So, y'all need to start thinking about this shit and start taking it serious, for one. And, damn, people, common sense. Common sense. You wouldn't be transporting if we had a civil war right now, because you have to be afraid of getting shot. Use common sense. Treat your drivers and your volunteers a whole lot better than what you're doing right now, because right now you're showing me you don't give a damn. So, stay in your damn house. This will get blown over. We'll get it took care of. And everybody will be back to normal. We'll be back transporting and saving a whole lot more animals with a lot more transporters, because they lived through it. So, y'all have a good day. Stay the hell at home.